I'm Cherish Giordano, and this is my COM 101 speech. Webster defines socialization as the process during childhood that values, habits, and attitudes of society are formed. Wow, that sounds really intense, doesn't it? So imagine when I told my friends and family that we were going to homeschool our kids. What about socialization? How will they make friends? How will they be adults in a functioning world? Well, I hadn't thought that far into the future because she was only 4 years old at this time. But I thought, I don't want to make my kid someone who can't function in the world. So I searched for a playgroup that was happening near my house. I put it on my calendar and we made it our thing that we're going to do every week. Little did I know that these playgroups were going to be the foundations to my own connections that I made alongside my children. So I went to school as a kid, and I remember being that new kid in school. You're nervous, you're scared, you don't know where to go, who you're going to hang out with, or what to do with these. So I compared this situation to that. We pack our lunch and we head to the park, and instantly I saw chaos. Kids are climbing up the stairs barefoot. There's kids hanging down the monkey bars reading a book, or kids on the sideline eating fruit by the handful. And I looked at my kid and think, like, can we handle this? And she was in her element. She took off her shoes and beeline for the playground to socialize. These playgroups are popular in the home-educated communities because it gives you an opportunity to check off that socialization checklist. So she's gone, she's playing, and I look to my left and I see a group of women sitting down on what looked like torn and tattered quilt blankets. They're holding a baby in one hand, trying to make sure the toddler doesn't eat the dirt next to them. They have the coffee in the other hand. So I look at my own torn and tattered blanket and I just plop right down next to them and introduce myself. The first couple of weeks, it was just normal, casual chit-chat. But as you start to go week after week and see the same moms there, you start to make connections and you start to get to know them. But more importantly, I allow them to get to know me. As an adult, making friends is hard and it's confusing, and it's a lot like my daughter making her own connections. I had to make the time and the space to make intentional friendships. And with time, these friendships spilled into other areas of my life. We were meeting spouses, we were being invited to birthday parties, and even ditching the kids to have mom night outs, which was fun. And that was different. So it became this homeschool bubble of bliss. I was able to go to these playgroups and just be around like-minded families who held some of the same values about education. We were sitting down sharing curriculums and what worked for us, and if anyone had any tips to get multiplications to stick, because we're all doing this, right? But some days it was more intimate. We had tears in our eyes, just sharing the struggles of being a competent teacher and balancing that with being a mom as well. And I'll never take those playgroup dates for granted. It gave me a space to belong. According to National Home Education Research Institute, only 6% of families home educate in the United States. So in these playgroups, I felt like I belonged and I felt like I wasn't in the minority anymore. So maybe those early scare tactics about socializing and making friends wasn't so bad after all.
Thank you.
Thank you.